Hello from Southern Ontario, Canada. It's July 18th. So if you're new to the channel or just stumbled across this video, brief background. I've done a lot of videos tying that the W.E.F, the IMF, the WHO, the UN, and various others, they're all one organization. You find the same people sitting on different positions, overlapping in all of these outfits. The clearest and most blatant example being the UN signed in 2019, I believe it was, a contract with the W.E.F to hasten Agenda 2030. So I'm not going to beat that point up anymore. Now, this one threw me. Maybe it shouldn't have. But until now, I hadn't pieced together the W.E.F's penetration of NATO. Yes, NATO. Remember Mark Rutte? He was the Prime Minister of the Netherlands for 14 years. It took 2 years of the farmers' revolt being backed by the public to get Rutte out and get Geert Wilders in. So, Mark Rutte, he's an agenda contributor and blah, 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 all that stuff at the W.E.F. He's a young global leaders graduate. He graduated the same year as Justin Trudeau, which was 2005, the first year of the Young Global Leaders program being in existence. Point? Mark Rutte is the new chief of NATO. Yeah. What's he doing as chief of NATO? Well, read into that what you will. But the fellow he succeeds is a fellow named Jens Stoltenberg. He was the head of NATO for 10 years. And yeah, he's W.E.F as well. An agenda contributor, attendee at annual meetings, participant of panel discussions, speaker at special addresses, the whole shooting match. I can't find if he was a Young Global Leaders graduate or not. 2010, he could have been, time-wise. Hadn't really thought about that before. Anyways, Trump. Trump has been a critic of NATO, calling it obsolete and a financial burden on the U.S. In 2018, he told the U.S. allies he would withdraw from NATO if they didn't meet their 2% of GDP obligations to NATO. And a quick search shows that out of the 32 member countries, only about half of them meet it. We're not, Canada. That's been in the news lately. My point is, I wonder if Trump wasn't laying the groundwork to leave NATO because he's at his UN address in 2018, I think it was. He said he didn't want any part of the globalist agenda and etc. But anyways, yeah, 2 successive heads, chiefs of NATO, are W.E.F members. And then we have the conflict between the two, how do I say this, because you've got to be careful what words you use, the two Vlads and NATO's role in that. Anyways, I'll be back with the list of Canadian politicians that I found when I snuck in the back door of the W.E.F yesterday. I just got to put those notes together to clean it up for presentation.